Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's jump into Belle Collective. I believe this is episode 5. Carlos, I'm still into this show. Little hiccup last week, but you got me back. Um, the first thing I put in my notes is I said, so we really about to sink $2 million into a building, a whole branches that we can't even own. Is that what we're really about to do? Tisha. The show opens up. We're back at the brunch. Kaylon and Essie still going back and forth. Finally, Kaylon excuses herself, what she should have done a long time ago. I'm not going back to last week. Antoinette should have checked her in the moment. You should have corrected your friend. That's a part of friendship, is being able to correct each other. Not, you don't have to argue, but I'm not going back to next week. So finally, Tisha gets to announce Farrah Street, what she wants to do on the street. I don't want to sound like a bitch, because I know people like, Angie, you a bitch, because she trying to do something good in her community and you being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm being realistic. Like, I'm all for building back up your street. I'm all for if she had a group of investors who truly, like, everyone wanted to see that block built up and thriving with businesses that are going to work. But to me, what Tisha is talking about is not profitable. She ain't tell nobody there that it's going to cost $2 million, and she doesn't even get to own the building. You just get to lease. Like, to me, that's key things you need to let people know when you want them to invest. Essie and Marie agreed to invest. I'm about to say something that sounds shady, but I'm being realistic. Like, Marie, you just sat here and bitched and complained and boo-hooed and cried to your therapist about take care of everybody in your family, all your kids, grandkids, and baby mamas. And you got $2 million to throw into these brunches. Because all Tisha wants to do is throw brunches to tell black women they are strong. I'm sure that's not it, but that's all you gave so far, Tisha. Like, I haven't been impressed by a single brunch you've thrown on this TV screen. But let's move on. Latrice came up next, but I'm going to touch Latrice at the end. We're going to make it quick. Tisha's husband comes home. His name is Glenn. Tisha, your husband is handsome. I could look. Her husband is gone for 28 days, and he's home 2 weeks at a time. Everyone is excited to see him. The little boy is excited. They have ice cream together as a family. You know, unite as a family. Great. Now Tisha comes with the bullshit. I done got me a project, a passion project, and I'm living my dream, so I'm not going to be able to be available for you as much as I used to be. And let me tell you, it's going to be some more bullshit later on in this episode. But one thing my mama always taught me very early: don't start no shit you can't finish. Don't be over here with no man cooking, cleaning, ironing his clothes, fixing his plate. Don't do all this shit if you can't finish it, because once you set up with a man and that's what you giving him and that's what you doing to clink him down, you can't flip the script and think, oh, well, now I want to go do brunches. Like, bitch, sorry, I ain't mean to say bitch. Girl, you and your husband already been cheating on each other in the past. He already gone for 28 days at a time. I've been in a long distance relationship. When I see my man and I ain't seen him in 28 days, it's on and popping. I've already made arrangements with my work and my business so I can do what I want to do with my man when he's home. So I can make myself available. I don't want to jump into the rest of the episode. We going to double back to Tisha. Antoinette and Kaylon go to look at the office. I don't care nothing about this office until it's done. I really don't have to have Kaylon back on the show, after she showed her ass last week. I really don't have to see Kaylon again. Like, I feel like I'm going to eventually say something that I'm going to regret. So I just want to fast forward through all of Kaylon's stuff. I appreciate Antoinette trying to have a conversation with her friend, but I ain't going back there. And I also appreciate Antoinette for wanting to have a dental practice to help future prospective dentists, African American dentists, have somewhere to learn and to work. I think that's amazing that she wants to give back. So kudos for that. But I don't want to see nothing else about this practice until it's done. I'm tired of looking at the empty space. Okay, now we back to Tisha and her bullshit. So Tisha's at home trying to find an architect for this building. And I'm like, bitch, how you trying to find an architect and you ain't found a loan to the first? You ain't even found anybody. I guess she trying to get her numbers together, but they done already told you $2 million. Like, after they said $2 million, I would have had to drop this storyline and be like, well, what else can I do? Because Tisha, and there's nothing wrong with it, just like the other Tisha over there on Huntsville, it's nothing wrong with being a housewife. It seems like it's your husband that's out here steamboating it and tugboating it along, paying for you to have the lavish lifestyle that you have in Jackson, Mississippi, because that house is gorgeous. That house is one of the most clean houses I've ever seen someone live in. Because a lot of times when people's house is so spotless, it'd be Airbnbs. I believe that's really their house. Girl, you be cleaning, or you got somebody in there cleaning. Her husband comes in here. He's pissed because he's in the kitchen. He like, she ain't made me no lunch. And she up here on this phone talking this bullshit about $2 million. And he starts the vacuuming while she's on the phone. I said that was petty. But I was laughing. Let's hurry up and fast forward through this. Her and her husband did a lot of rah-rah arguing about, this is my dream, this is my passion, I've taken care of you for 12 years, can I have something for my own? Yes, girl, you can have something of your own, but you don't know how to do two things at one time. You don't know how to make your man a sandwich and then go talk to the architect on the phone. Like, I don't understand where all her time is going. It doesn't seem like anyone is really into this project. It's just something that we're talking about for the show. If you are in Jackson, because I have a subscriber or two that get in the comments and let me know that they're in Jackson. Is these brunches a real thing? Are they really profitable? Because what you show on TV, like, to me, if I'm looking at $2 million brunches, I'm looking at a huge event hall with hundreds of paying customers coming to hear what you have to say. And damn, why do I have to sound so shady? But it doesn't seem like you have any business to be telling anybody else about. It seemed like you trying to figure this shit out yourself. Didn't somebody read you for that episode 1? Like, can't you go get yourself together before you start trying to uplift everybody else in their business? Like, you get you a business first. I just don't see... I just don't see the profitability of throwing these brunches in the same town for these same women. Like, eventually people not gonna pay to want to hear you say, I'm a strong black woman. In the mirror, that's some shit they can do at home. But let's move on. The next thing I noticed is she got the Being Mary Jane post-its all over her wall in her house. And I'm like, we just gonna recycle plot lines show after show after show. Now they talking about, you treated me like a peasant, you treated me like a duck, you may not look like a duck, but you acting like a duck. And I ain't understand what they was arguing about. And then the husband hits her with the, well, if you're gonna be doing all of this, we need a contract. And she like, our marriage isn't contract enough. And I'm like, no. Now, I may have misunderstood getting the comments if I did, because I've heard some people say the contract was him asking for a percentage of the business's profits. I didn't get that when he said it. When he said we need a contract, accounting Angie went into true effect. I was like, yes, we need a contract because it looks like this is his money that she about to spend on this shit, and he don't want to lose his money. He wants a contract to say, look, we're going to set this up, and the money that I'm making for this family is not going to be tied into whatever you're doing with these brunches, because we ain't about to lose this house, and we ain't about to lose my hard-earned money for this shit you want to do for the brunches. And I totally 100% agree. Especially, not taking nothing away from being a housewife, but if it's not your money, because everybody marriage is different, but in my house, we definitely do your money, my money. Your money, my money, your money, my money. If she's spending her money and she want to invest her money into a building that's not even going to be hers, like that's the biggest thing that's tripping me up. Like, they really want you to renovate this building that looks like it could just bulldoze the whole block. That's just the way it looks. You really want her to sink all this money into a building and a business, and it doesn't even get to be hers. Like, to me, once we talk about $2 million in renovations, I need to go ahead and purchase this. It needs to be mine. That way, at least if my business goes under, I could sell it and get some of my money back. I'm not mad about the contract. If the contract is for protecting his assets and his family's assets, like his home and things like that, I'm not mad at the contract. But move on. Let's move on. So Latrice is having an issue with her brother. Her husband, Cliff, comes in and, stirring the pot, talking about, well, I heard Joe brother then got married. That's the word on the street. Now, clearly at the end of the episode, it don't even sound like he engaged. But Latrice is boohoo crying because she's like, I know me and my brother don't talk like we used to, but if he get married, I need to be there. I need to be helping plan and everything. And I agree. You at least need to be invited. So let's move on to the next section with Latrice. Her family is doing a tree planting ceremony. Was it two brothers that got killed? Because I remember Goat and Chip, but they only talked about one. But I believe it was two brothers that were killed or passed away. I ain't take good notes, I guess. And, they're having a ceremony. I love Latrice's house. Like, it's one of those modern homes. It looks very LA to me. I just love her house. Every time they show it, I'm like, gorgeous. It looks like the house everybody come party at. Like, that looked like Thanksgiving, she having a pool party for 4th of July. It seemed like every function is at that house. It's just a gorgeous house. The family is there to celebrate their life, plant these trees, honor their memory. Tearjerker. Like, I hate to see people cry, but I'm like, at least this is reality TV. This is real. It's not production based. Like, the one brother gave his speech and the other brother was like, I don't do this. I don't want to get up here and cry. And it just was a real moment. She got to sit down and have a moment with her brother. And we get to the true tea of what's going on. So the brother was dating Pam. They have a baby together. I don't know how old the baby is. They ain't say. Once, it seemed like it had to have been a long term, like a couple of years. Once it didn't work out with Pam. Pam don't have nowhere else to go. So she moves in with the mother. And the brother is like, I've moved on. I have a new girlfriend. Why every time I want to hang out with my family, Pam got to be here too? I get it. I get it. Like, I can understand the baby is there. And I'm sure take the baby out the equation. But every time you come to a family function, you don't want your ex there with your new girlfriend Because, you know, if one of them a little bit ratchet, it's going to be confusion and problems every time at every family function. Pam can't go nowhere else when it's a family party. Like, the baby can stay. Pam ain't got no, like, she can't go to a movie. She can't go read a book down to the park. She can't do a little grocery shopping. And how long does Pam have to stay with the mom before she gets on her feet? Like, she doesn't have a job. She can't get a little 1-bedroom apartment. I ain't reading nobody coins. What's your name? Tisha, you love Pam. Latrice, you love Pam so much, you can't get her a little job at your millionaire hair company, flipping vending machines, loading up the vending machines or something, so she can get her a little apartment. I don't know. But I understand the brother and I understand Tisha. Now, it's something with the new girlfriend. They don't like her for whatever reason. They ain't dig into it. But she did say she willing to give the new girlfriend a chance. She want to have a conversation with her. And the brother is like, he cried. It was just a real moment. Like, look, nothing comes in between my family. I just would like to not see Pam when I come around. And I think that should be a request that should be honored. I understand it's hard because I haven't been in that situation with my family, but I have been in that with friends where people break up, but you're still cool. And it's like, damn, you gotta really break up with everybody. Like, you do. The baby can still come around, but Pam, you drop the baby off. I don't know. But what y'all think? Because I really haven't been in that situation with my immediate family where they've broken up with someone and the family is still cool with that person. Like, usually in my family, like, if you break up, we broke up. I'm sorry. Ain't no more calling. Ain't no more hanging out. It is what it is. But get in the comments, let me know. That was it for Belle Collective this week. It was another good episode. I'm still very interested in the show. It has not completely lost my attention. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Definitely Jackson people, let me know about these brunches. I really want to know. I really want to know. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.